You've likely heard of the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto Principle, named after Italian economist Vilfredo Pareto. It's a familiar saying that asserts that 80% of results come from just 20% in events' inputs. The rule is more of a precept than a hard and fast mathematical law. But at its core, the 80-20 idea is about identifying the best resources to create maximum value. For example, Pareto noticed that 20% of the pea pods in his garden were responsible for 80% of the peas. So what do pea pods have to do with the market being down some 23% year to date? Let's identify our 80-20 resources to start. Now, it's easy to think of a diversified portfolio as, quote, the best resource. And indeed, it is part of the equation, likely a prerequisite. But here's the thing, time. It is time which is our best resource. And let me show you why. We can see the trend clearly when we zoom out. Look at markets broadly, not in quarters, but in decades leading up to a century. This is the market performance going back 96 years. What we can see is that bull market advances in green drive the trend line up and to the right. We also see that bear markets in red punctuating the performance over time. Recall the 80-20 rule we discussed. When put to work, the valuable and finite resource of time is like the 20% of pea pods we expect to yield the maximum return. Given time, 96 years of it, we calculate that 85% of the time we're in a bull market. Stocks are performing positively. Mathematically, this means that 15% of the near last century, including this current drawdown, markets were trending down in a bear market. Will it get worse before it gets better? Well, we don't know. Year-to-date markets are down around 23%. This percentage decline is consistent with prior bear market cycles. Not every pea pod has the same number of peas as Pareto noticed. On average, bull market runs have lasted around 6.7 years and bear market declines around 1.2 years. These numbers shouldn't imply a target date for being done with this current decline, nor should we expect markets to immediately achieve new all-time highs upon the bear's hibernation. What history teaches us, however, is that time in the market is more important than timing the market. The shift from market bottoms to the start of the next bull market advance can be dramatic. As investors, we don't want to miss out when the tides turn. Within a diversified portfolio, there are actions that we can and do take to position resources across time. Rebalancing, shifting assets to align the investment policy. Tax loss harvesting, which is repositioning assets in a tax-advantaged way. And investing using a bucket-based approach to retirement planning, specifically setting aside a few years of income needs to outlast the bear.